Hey, thanks everyone watching this video and thanks for subscribing and your support. So today we are going to understand what is mixture of agents, right? Mixture of agent is a methodology that leverages multiple language models. So we can consider as a small language models which enhance the natural language understanding and generate a higher quality responses. The basic idea about mixture of agent to consider, right, to generate a fine-tuned response by taking the prompt and when we need to use it because when we are building this kind of like agents, so we need to know the strategy, what is the use case when we need this, so how you can leverage that. So let's give an example. You have a virtual assistant, right, which is working for the healthcare industry and which might require you to precise information into the prompt, and it should give us some personalized recommendations, and and mitigate the bias and hallucinations and errors. So that's where the mixture of agent gonna comes into the live to do that. So what are the advantages of it to do that? So we can leverage a specified LLMs to generate a prompt for us, which has been give the quality output to us. So it's going to enhance, it's going to harness the unique strengths of different LLMs, which going to gives you a unique superior performance to us. And it's going to be the major ones, which it looks like it is very scalable, right? So when you deploy into the production, the models is like highly scalable and more cost effective, because when you use a one large language model and it's gonna takes that request, it might not gonna gives you the performance wise. But when you use a mixture of different large language model with the help of the agents, and you get a better performance and scalability and higher value to that. And it's going to depend upon the what quality of LLMs which we are using the ones. Let's go and understand how it's going to work. See, right? So whenever user gives a prompt as a query, and it's invoke those LLM agents, which has a multiple LLMs, which counts like A1 and A2, A3, and it's processed that query, right? And depending upon the prompt, and it's take the input to the layer two, where we have intermediate multiple LLM models is going to be there, and each agent with layer two and takes the output of the layer one, and it's refined the responses of it. It means like when a user gives a query as a prompt, it's not only immediately generate a new one, so it's understand the query of what agent is gonna give us. That's where like we can give a more personalized one, and it's take that one and it's refine into the each layer of the ones, and you use advanced agents with multiple LLMs into the ones, and it's take the output from the each layer, and it's gonna goes and gives to the final output the ones which is gonna we are gonna have refine responses, and on the responses of this layer is like give us a final output. So how you're going to do that, let's dive into the notebook, right? So how we're going to do one by one. So today we are going to explore a mixture of agents. So how you gonna run this collab notebook, how it's gonna work. It I'm gonna give it like, and I use it together. So together is offer a platform that build generative AI models. We can use the leverage the GPUs and clusters, and we can use the customized models of it, and we can develop a chatbot with the help of like together AI, right? It's gonna be more cutting edge research and optimize. Even the cost when it goes to perform this one, it's gonna consume 0.01 credits in a total. It means like the cost as well is less, and the performance wise is high. I run this notebook before doing it, right? But however, we need to know the important libraries which is necessary to run that. So we use a PyArrow, the Python library. So what it's going to do, it's like it's take the column data and it's process it. So it's going to gives you a kind of like it share the data, right? Different Python processing, so on. So that's where when you look at like if you send one layer to the another layer, you're going to give the data into the one, and this is going to support to the pocket one as well. And we use the boilerplate, right? So and we're going to ask Gemini what is this boilerplate, and it's going to explain to us. So whenever it's even, the loop is going to generate it, right? That's where we are going to use that once. So we have this one, and we have the proposed model. So when we call together A, so we might get those models, which is like Llama 1 and Gima, and we have 01A and DeepSeek 1, and we have the aggregated layer. So what is going to aggregate a layer? Like it takes that inputs of your LLMs into the layer wise, and it's aggregate with a 70 billion parameter one, and it's synthesized, and it's going to give the quality output to the layer 2, right? And let's say it's like if you take the query of aggregated one, and it's gonna take the high input, it's gonna be have well structure and the ones, and there is a model helper function. So it's have a low temperature, so which is gonna give the final results, and which has a maximum tokens to the ones. So if you not understand what is like model calling helper function, if we go back and ask Gemini, right, what is model calling function, it's going to tell us like, so what is use of our model calling ones. It's process machine learning models and do the predictions in terms of like ones, the function wise. So when a user is give the prompt, and we have given the set the temperature, we have given the maximum number of the tokens, and we asked the chart to wait to once in the real time, and we constructed the layer 2, right, with the help of the MoA. And it's a framework which is built on the PyTorch one. So it's going to be a layer 2, where user has given the prompt from the layer 1. We've taken the it's called to the smaller LLMs models, and we get that refined with the help of like aggregator layer, and then it started giving to us. Let's say a simple one, like the user ask, right, what is the meaning of the life, right? It's going to generate it like the meaning of the life is going to be religious wise, and what brings the joy, right? So it's going to give us a kind of like the ones. But if you read it out, right, it's not having a unique ones. It's more into multi-fated questions ones. So when we set up the multi-layer ones, then you have your aggregated layer, and you have intermediate layer where it's take that system prompt into the layer 2 and provide that synthesize, and it's called the helper function, and to give you the more kind of like layer constructed layer to your MoA proposal ones, and it's going to give you more realistic ones. If you see it, right, the moment, what is a life, what is the meaning of the life, it means, right, it's understand the topic, right, it's more into the philosophy and its religion kind of ones, and means like the human is asking the ones, and it's going to gives you more precise high input to that. I mean, like you understand that it's asked by the human, and it's not generating a kind of like data. It's giving the quality of the data. It's saying like meaning of the life is survive and reproduce. So it means like it thinks as a philosophy and religion perspective one, and it's giving from his religious way of like the process of it. That's how this mixture of the agent is going to works it, and the strategy wise where we need to keep this kind of like agent. So whenever you wanted to have a production and you have multiple users are prompting, and you need to give the more customized and high quality of generated information to them, and precise to give a more personalized experience to them. So we can go with a mixture of the agent approach to the one. Yeah, thanks for watching, and thank you so much for your support.